Jim Renacci is with us, Ohio Republican and a member of the Tax Writing Committee. So I don't want to get bogged down in details, so can you answer one very simple question? Is there one item which everybody agrees on which is going to get passed in tax reform?
Well, Stuart, thanks for having me on again. And I do believe the one item that everyone does agree on, we have to lower tax rates. We have to lower tax rates. We've had hearings on it. People understand that. We have to become more competitive. That's got to be the one thing that we're all focusing on.
Are you talking about corporate tax rates or individual tax rates?
Well, I think the corporate tax rates and the individual tax rates, especially on middle Americans, they have to have a lower rate. They have to be able to have more money in their pockets. We have to be able to move the economy forward.
Okay, now, I'm sure you've heard this. White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon, he's said to be calling for a top rate, an increase in the top rate to, what, 42, maybe 44% on incomes above $5 million. And President Trump referred to raising taxes on the very rich in his Wall Street Journal interview just the other day. What do you feel about tax hikes for rich people?
Well, Stuart, I do believe that we have to look at that. I do believe that wealthy people are willing to pay more as long as it's going toward the national debt and not just filling a coffer and paying for things down here. But I also want to make sure that people are aware. I spent almost a year doing my own tax reform, and I can tell you that there's only, when you talk about incomes over $5 million, there's only 43,000 people that filed in 2014. Even if you tax them at 44%, you're raising about $18 billion a year. It's not a lot of money. So we can't look at that as the salvation or the total answer. But again, in the end, I know people in that bracket are willing to pay. They would rather it be paid directly to the debt. They don't want to see it just coming down into this big pile in Washington and being wasted and used. So it'll be interesting, but it's not the answer. It's not the silver bullet.
Understood, but has it been discussed within your committee?
Well, it has not. I mean, we've always talked about looking at those higher rates, but in our committee, we've really talked about lowering, simplifying the tax system. That's what's important, really making sure that all taxpayers get a tax break.
One more on the timing. Are we correct in saying to expect the reform plan tomorrow?
Well, I'm hearing that. I'm glad to hear that. We have to do something. Look, I've been here for 6.5 years now. I said tax reform is so important to the American people to get the economy growing. I know that's something that Democrats and Republicans agree to. I'm hoping that we can get some type of plan out. And I'm hearing that we're talking about something. I know we have a meeting at 10 o'clock today. Hopefully we'll be able to talk about it and move something out.
Oh, we'd love to hear about this. Congressman Jim Renacci, you've been on the program frequently. Thanks for your running commentary on taxes. We appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stuart.